Stockpile these for 2023. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. A lot of people talk about a lot of different things. What should we stockpile for 2023? That's a very good question. There's a lot of people that go a lot of different directions. And not saying they're wrong or anything. I'm going to talk about the direction I would emphasize and that I would recommend emphasizing. But there's a lot of different ways to go about doing it. So before I get into that, please, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell for all, so you might actually get notified when I put out videos. But everybody, subscribed or not subscribed, hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, share the videos, comment below. You know, do all those things to help us and every other prepper channel and every other related channel to get seen, to get the word out, to get more people on board with these things that we need to be doing. It's important to grow the entire community. It's not about me and my channel. It's about the whole community. Helping each other, being there for each other. It's very important. All right, so let's get into what I recommend. One thing I recommend is if you're going to be out doing things in the winter, which you don't know if you're going to be or not, I would highly recommend you go to Fortress Clothing, links in the description below. Base layer, 1/3 zip, awesome. Been testing it for about a month now and washed it a bunch of times, standing up really well, keeping me warm all the time. Portable heat, don't need any other heat source. These, it's a base layer, so yes, you should be wearing a shell over it. But wear this with a shell, it keeps you warm. -5 to 65, 70 degrees-ish. Designed to work when it's cold, designed to work when it's wet, designed to keep you warm, portable, throw on whatever you want over it, your gray man, all the stuff. But anyway, let's get into what I think other than things like this. This is a top priority before the winter gets bad. We're just now into January. We still got all of January and February left. We're gonna have a lot more cold temperatures, so be mindful of that. But what is my top priority? What do I think is the best to stockpile for 2023? What I see happening, I see food shortages and increased food prices. So I might go the direction of saying food, but I'm not. I'm not going to go that direction. So what direction am I going to go? I'm going to go in the fact that as food prices increase, as food availability decreases, and all the other things going on, whether we have loss of the grid, whether we have World War III, whether we have whatever, people are getting upset. People are getting frustrated. They're sad. They are angry at what's going on around us. So, crime is increasing. Petty thefts, home invasions, vehicular thefts, assaults, all these things, plethora. So what do we need to be able to do? We need to be able to defend ourselves, right? Yes, so what I recommend stockpiling are those freedom seeds, defensive tools, seed holders, the equipment and the gear that it all goes in to make you more efficient and effective in a battle space, in defending yourself, your family, your neighborhood, your county, your country, whatever. What happens if Chinese paratroopers, Russian paratroopers, North Korean paratroopers start falling from the sky, aka Red Dawn? Yeah, that's a far-fetched kind of thing, I think. But what do we need to defend ourselves against a variety of threats? It could be something as big as that. It could be something as small as, you know, somebody trying to bug you when you're in the parking lot, putting your groceries away at the store. It could be assault. It could be somebody busting your front door in the middle of the night. What are you going to do? Along with all the things, the most important thing, really, is training. Your ability to properly employ these tools to protect yourself, your family, and others. That is vital. So I recommend always recommend, not just 2023, but I always recommend you put your money where your mouth is. I recommend putting money into your training. It doesn't matter how many cool defensive tools you have. It doesn't matter if you have $5,000, $6,000 ones or $500 ones. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is your ability to employ them effectively. And it could be the single handheld type too that you carry, with you back here, here on the ankle, up here, wherever it is you carry. I highly recommend you carry at all times nowadays. With increased threats and all this stuff going on. Also, what do I take with me when I leave my property? Well, it depends on where I'm going. If I am leaving my property though, bare minimum, I always have, not with the exception of, okay, if I'm taking my truck, it already has MREs in it. It already has, a bunch of stuff. Get home bags, stuff like that. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what do I take with me when I'm going somewhere. I take with me my war belt, my battle belt setup, because it has an IFAK on it. It has seed holders and seeds in it. It has admin pouch with a bunch of different stuff. It has pepper spray. It has a holster for secondary. It gives me some options. And then I throw in a primary, long one to go with me. And that's if I'm leaving my property, bare minimum, that's what I take with me. I always have my secondary, which out and about, shopping and stuff like that becomes your primary. But the little small ones are not primary defensive tools. In most cases, I would much prefer to have a long one. But anyway, that is bare minimum. If I am going somewhere slightly outside my comfort zone, like I live in Western Washington, so if I'm going to Seattle, God forbid, I never want to go there ever again. Or if I'm going to Olympia or Tacoma or further, or if I'm going to Portland, God, I don't want to go there either. I don't want to go to any of those places. I hate big cities. But if I'm going to go anywhere that's really outside my comfort zone, I will also throw in my plate carrier. Because that has another med kit on it. It has more seeds and seed holders on it. It has knife, different things like that. So it depends on where you're going, what you take. But bare minimum, you need to have with you what you need to protect yourself and to potentially maybe even get home and maybe engage in some of those tactical engagements on your way home. So it's important that you have enough stuff, but not too much stuff that you can't carry it, because ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain, and if you got a long way to go, carrying a bunch of stuff, you're not going to be able to carry it effectively. You're not going to be effective at moving and employing your tools properly. So don't encumber yourself too much, but take what you need to take. I recommend stockpiling seeds, freedom seeds. And the other type, the type you put in the ground and grow, yeah, that's important also, because I have a feeling 2023, our gardens, our food production, our animals, all that stuff like that is going to be very important. Very, very, very important. I think more important this coming year, this coming season, than ever before. But my emphasis and what I recommend right now is to really get that defensive stuff squared away. Home security is another thing. Vehicular security, getting a what are they called? A cutout switch mounted somewhere in your vehicle, so people can't, jam the steering wheel and steal your vehicle. Things like that. Keeping your head on a swivel, mindset is also key. You can be working on that. You can be improving your situational awareness when you're out and about. Paying attention to everything. Who's where? What's going on? What's their body language? What are they? How are they approaching things? What do they look like? Do they look like a threat or not? Stuff like that. Always be analyzing. Know where those exits are. Know where the medical stuff is. Know where the windows are. Know where all these different things are, no matter where you are. Very important. But I would get your tactical gear, seeds, seed holders, and tools squared away now. If they're not already, hopefully they're already. Your comment below should be thumbs up or I'm good to go. I hope. But if you're not squared away, ask the questions in the comment section. Have a conversation with people. I admit I haven't been that great lately. We've been going through a lot of stuff. As you can see on YouTube, I've been hit or miss as far as putting out content. But and I haven't been that great on the comment section about keeping up with it. I apologize. That's my bad. I owe you guys more interaction that way. But like I said, I apologize. I will try to do better. I just feel this is very important. I feel that violence is going to be increasing. I feel that threats are going to be increasing. I feel that crime is going to be increasing, as well as prices and all this stuff like that. Anger, hatred, all this stuff's going to come to a boiling point. And yeah, we're going to have some big issues, I feel, in 2023. I hope I'm wrong. I hope everything just goes smooth and we just have a nice, wonderful year. But that's probably not going to be the case. So anyway, I love you guys. Get out there and get some training. Make sure you're using these tools so that you know how to employ them effectively. If you don't, if you just have them and you say you're safe, you're not. You're probably actually in more danger than if you know how to properly use them, especially safety-wise. That's very important. Very important to be safe with your systems. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.